you do affects open contact. Everything. Everything. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's pushing open contact away. That's not really what that means. It affects open contact in the following way, where your species is currently transforming and is transmuting the energies connected to war altogether. And that's designed to bring you closer to contact. So this is a necessary stepping stone. What you see in Ukraine right now is the result of energy that has been building for some time. It was just that the Ukrainian conflict was the path of least resistance for that energy to really express itself in an internationally observable way. Clearly, your species has been dealing with war, mainly secret wars, as you call them, commonly. Since World War II, you could say that's been going on. It's just not as publicized. So war has been around, but because most wars have been taking place in secret, many people on your planet are disconnected from that reality. This represents a type of tipping point where now the energy of war is being internationally observed. And when there's international eyes on the subject matter, when everyone's looking at it, now there's a greater opportunity to transform it. So this is a moment of alchemy. This is a moment of transformation where you can, in a sense, burn up those energies of war completely. If that's how you use this situation, that's what's possible. And that will bring you closer to contact. Because if there's wars happening on the planet, the amount of contact that can happen will be more limited. So remember, open contact is not an automatic thing. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's up to you. We're speaking to you all individually and you all collectively. It's up to you. The earth must be at a certain vibrational level for contact to occur. This is why we have said that even though the window for contact is beginning really next year, that window represents, in many ways, a period of time where you will all have opportunities to really transform some of the big ticket issues that have been creating generational sufferings on your planet. And once those energies are transformed and you then begin to invoke extraterrestrials, you begin to summon them onto the earth, now the stage will be set for that summoning and that manifested contact to occur. But if the conditions are not appropriate, the ability to summon UFOs and ETs onto your planet will be more limited. So it's all about setting the stage for that contact to occur, and that's up to all of you. In relationship to the idea of the outcomes with Ukraine, there are quite a few things we're observing, but what we see right now is the following. We see most of that energy of war being spent up. There's only so much of it. It's not as if there's infinite war. War is fueled by a certain type of fire energy. And right now that fire is getting burnt up. And it will get to a point where the big fire settles down and becomes a smoldering type of fire. Like when you see a campfire and you put the fire out and then there's smoldering ashes beneath the wood. That's what this is turning into. It's beginning to reduce. It's beginning to turn into more of a smoldering type of fire rather than a blazing type of fire. And this will likely result in a decrease in the amount of conflicts that involve violence within the area. That's probable. And it's likely that as you move into your Earth phase, which is coming up after your full moon, that smoldering fire will begin to turn to ash. And it's likely the conflict in its most, you could say, traumatizing form will be reduced. This doesn't mean there will be a total withdrawal of military forces. Military forces may remain for a little bit. But the idea is that type of hateful fire that has inspired the invasion, that's what we are watching get dispersed at this time. These are the things we can see as we look into the situation.